Come along on this journey, let's see what we find with Whimzee's Wonders, where tales unwind. Emma and the Great Bedtime Adventure. Once upon a time in a cosy little house, there lived a bubbly girl named Emma, with her golden curly hair bouncing every time she moved, and her biggest, bluest eyes sparkling like the ocean under the sun. She was not just any ordinary girl. Emma was a handful of giggles and mischief rolled into one. Every night, as the day began to fade and the stars peeked through the curtain of night, Emma's father, whom she lovingly called Papa, would gather her up for bedtime. "It's time for bed, Emma," he would say with a smile, his voice soft like a fluffy pillow. But every night, delightful chaos awaited, as Emma would come up with silly schemes to stay awake just a bit longer. One evening, as Papa tucked her snugly into her fairy print sheets and kissed her goodnight, Emma looked up with her biggest blue eyes and said, "Papa, I think a giraffe is stuck in the bathroom." Papa raised an eyebrow, hiding a grin. "Oh, really? A giraffe inside our tiny bathroom?" "Uh-huh, I heard a funny noise," Emma exclaimed, flailing her arms in the air, making her curls dance. "You have to check, or the giraffe might need a hug." Chuckling, Papa played along and tiptoed to the bathroom, pretending to search high and low. "Well, I don't see any giraffe here." "Are you sure he didn't run away?" Emma giggled uncontrollably. "Oh no, he might fall into the toilet. What if he gets swirled around?" At that moment, Papa returned, shaking his head in feigned seriousness. "Your toilet is safe, but I might need a brave explorer to help. Think you can do that?" Emma's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I can be a brave explorer, right after I find my flashlight." Without waiting for Papa's response, she dashed to her nightstand, snatched her sparkly flashlight, and dashed back. "Now we can find the giraffe! To the rescue!" she declared, thrusting her flashlight in the air with the zeal of a knight with a sword. "Okay, brave explorer Emma." Papa played along. "What's the plan?" Emma thought deeply. "If I can search everywhere before the clock strikes 7, then I should get a snack. Yes, a cookie." She giggled at this brilliant idea, her relentless energy twinkling like stars in the sky. "For a snack, we must be super quiet," she whispered dramatically, covering her mouth with her hands. "We don't want to wake up the cat." Both of them tiptoed down the hallway, moving as stealthily as a pair of sneaky mice. They stopped at the kitchen, where the cookie jar gleamed on the countertop like a treasure chest filled with delightful treats. But just as Emma was about to climb up on her tiptoes to reach the jar, she suddenly heard a noise. "Was that the giraffe?" she gasped. Papa shook his head. "No, that sounded like the refrigerator talking." Emma burst out laughing. "I think it wants a cookie too." They both giggled, and with a resilient spirit, Emma knew what had to be done. "Let's get a cookie for the giraffe, just in case he's really in the bathroom." Papa chuckled, opened the cookie jar, and handed her a chocolate chip cookie that smelled like heaven. Just as she was about to take a bite, a loud crash echoed from Emma's bedroom. "What was that?" Emma squeaked, her eyes widening. "What if the giraffe is in your room trying to play with your toys?" Papa teased, his face breaking into a huge grin. Emma squealed in delight. "Then we must hurry! To my room!" They dashed back, Emma leading the way, the cookie in her hand almost spilling crumbs everywhere. As they reached her bedroom, they both burst through the door like a couple of tag-team superheroes. But there, amidst her colourful stuffed animals and sparkly dolls, lay something unexpected. Emma's blanket had come to life. It twisted and turned, dancing across the bed with wild abandon. "Look, Papa! The blanket is a dancing blanket!" Emma shrieked, her laughter mixing with the rustling. Papa pretended to chase the blanket as it swirled around, almost tipping over the tower of her books. Hold on, little blanket, don't run away. We just want to cuddle. Be careful, Emma yelled, clutching her cookie close. If you get tangled in the blanket, you might not get to sleep forever. Finally, Papa managed to catch the blanket using a very playful maneuver, wrapping it around his own body like a snaky cocoon. Aha! I have captured the dancing blanket. Now, it must say sorry by helping you go to bed. Emma thought about it for a moment and chimed. Maybe it just needs a poem to help it sleep. She started reciting, "Twinkle, twinkle, little blanket, dance around and don't be frantic. You're cozy, soft and oh so sweet. Now let's cuddle and drift to sleep." As if by magic, the dancing blanket calmed down. It settled around Emma, making her feel warm and safe. Papa chuckled. "Looks like your blanket listens to your poetry." But as sleepy tones filled the room, Emma realised something important. "Papa, I think it's really time for bed now, isn't it?" He nodded, tucking her in. "Yes, my little explorer. You've had a thrilling adventure tonight, but it's time to get some beauty sleep so you can have more adventures tomorrow." Emma snuggled her cookie close and smiled. "Okay, but maybe I'll dream of giraffes and dancing blankets." As she closed her eyes under the twinkling glow of her nightlight, she knew that being responsible meant going to sleep on time. Resting well would give her energy for all the silly adventures that awaited her. And just as she drifted off, a thought popped into her head. Tomorrow would be another day full of laughter, exploration, and maybe some giraffes along the way. And so, Emma, with her golden curls and big blue eyes, fell into a deep sleep, dreaming of giraffes, dancing blankets, and the joy of being a responsible little explorer. And Papa, who watched over her, couldn't help but chuckle softly at the silly antics of the night. As the stars twinkled brightly outside, the room was filled with the warmth of love and the promise of wonderful dreams. The end. Thanks for coming on this magical ride. With Whimzee's wonders, let your dreams be your guide.